Hi guys, welcome back to Infinite Possibilities, the podcast where we explore the lives of amazing people, their choices, challenges and opportunities. And today I have a very special guest, Anton.
Hi everyone, my name's Antoinette and I currently do CFO advisory. And yeah, I met Karen
Through mutual friends.
Yeah, mutual friends, uni, on the bus to Movie World.
Actually that was pretty funny. But we've actually never actually had the same class together, though we did a very similar degree at the time. So
actually, I never knew what you did.
Okay, well, I might tell you after the podcast. I swear we are friends. Okay, so we really want to know how Anton got into CFO advisory. So we're going to pretty much look back to her childhood and trace the steps from there. So Anton, what kind of child were you like growing up?
Surprisingly, I was a really extroverted child.
Ooh.
I was super extroverted. I want to make friends with everyone. I spoke a lot. And then I think it got to middle school where I just became really quiet because I think everything changed up to middle school.
Oh, middle school. Are we saying grade 4 or are we saying high school?
Grade 7.
Grade 7.
Yeah, because I went to a private school, so it was from prep to year 12.
Yeah.
And then I actually went to this school from year 1 to year 7. So in primary school, year 1 to year 6, everyone was friends. It was a very chill environment. Everyone went to the playground, played, ran around. And then year 7, all the new kids came in because, middle school that time. So then there was a lot of things that changed. So I became pretty reserved and quiet. So I guess that's how I became me today. So,
That's so interesting. I actually didn't know.
Yeah, I was so talkative. But then Karen probably would know I'm pretty quiet now.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. You like think very carefully before you speak.
Yeah.
Not like me, kind of blurting things out. Wow. And so was it because I guess like when the environment changes, people they sort of go back into their shell. Was it sort of like you becoming more self-conscious, being more like?
Yeah, I think that's a case as well because I feel like when we reach middle school, high school, there's more cliques. So there's the popular squad, there's the like chill people, and there's your friendships. Like your friendship groups break apart. So in primary school, everyone was like, oh, I want to play together with everyone. But then middle school, it's like, oh, cliquiness.
Yeah.
And then all the new popular kids come in, and then there's a lot of, like relationship starting, like dating and all that.
So much drama.
Yeah, a lot of drama. So then I think that changed a lot because I was still in the mentality of primary school, I guess, since I used to love going back to school. So start of middle school, year 7, went into school, oh yay, maybe we can just run around like old times, but then everything changed. So yeah.
Oh, damn, that's pretty sad. Reminisce the good old times, being that carefree spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, and how did you, so I guess primary school was a pretty good experience for you?
I loved primary school. Ooh. It was very open, spoke a lot, like I said. All the adults said I spoke a lot. I was a really noisy child, spoke a lot. And then,
were you very active?
Oh yeah, I was so active. Like I would run, during lunchtime, run around, play tag with everyone. And then, it's not like I changed my personality in middle school. I think just how I'm perceived by people.
Yeah.
I'm more reserved. But then like, if someone asked me, I want to go play tag, I would love to.
Yeah. You'd be like, I was waiting for this moment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, sounds like less of an initiator, more passive. Yeah. Pick me.
Yes, me.
Yeah, and what about in terms of academics? Were you really into reading? Were you like...
Definitely not.
Oh, okay.
I was definitely not into the academic stuff. Like I was obviously forced into getting tutoring for maths, for English.
Oh, did you go to North Shore?
Oh, I did.
Oh, yes.
No, actually from year 10 to year 12. Oh. Because that's when my maths like went downhill. Because in primary school till year 9, my maths was always A or A+.
Wow.
My English was always a C.
Oh.
So then that's why I always had...
Were you born here?
Yeah. But then I think it's just the reading comprehension stuff.
That's pretty funny.
Because at home I don't speak English.
Yeah, you speak Chinese.
Yeah, so I speak Chinese, like Mandarin Cantonese.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that's like where I struggle with English because you speak 3 different languages.
Yeah.
So your vocab gets mixed up a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, it's funny because when I was younger, me and my brother, we were born here, and then like I think we speak English, like more than like Chinese and stuff. But we were like placed in ESL classes, so it's like I think you have a better excuse than me. So yeah, okay, interesting. And so that means that in primary school, your was it like your Chinese was still better than your English, or was it your?
My English is still better than my Chinese. It's just I don't get to speak English that often. It's only in school.
Yeah.
And then it's like only when I read and all that. But then at home, since I'm at home most of the time, I speak Chinese.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's cool. Now, tell me more about high school. How did you choose which high school you wanted to go to, all the shenanigans?
Well, I went to, let me tell you all the schools I went to. I went to 4 different schools.
Wow.
Yeah, so from prep till middle of year 1, I was at one school. And then I moved to my primary school, which is from middle of year 1 to end of year 7. And then I moved schools again because my parents wanted me to move to an all-girls school. Yeah, so I moved to an all-girls school.
Bit too playful in your younger days.
From year 8 to year 9. And then my friends in my all-girls school, they wanted to move to QA, which is Queensland Academies. And then, they were all moving. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it out because my cousin, he actually went to QA as well. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it out. If I get in, I get in. If I don't, I'll just stay. Yeah. And then turns out I got in.
Woohoo!
And then I moved. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Did you hate that switching schools a lot, that kind of thing? Did it bother you growing up?
I think I didn't want to move to the all-girls school because obviously all my friends were at my previous school since I've been there for 6-7 years. Yeah. Yeah, so I was pretty against it, sort of. But then I moved and then I loved it.
Oh, wow.
Because like you make new friends as well. And then, before I would say I hate it, but now I don't regret it at all. Because if I didn't move, I wouldn't have the friends I have now. Yeah. And I probably wouldn't have met you, honestly, because Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal. Shout out to Crystal, our mutual friend.
Crystal.
Okay, cool. And how was the QA experience? You in SMT or?
Yeah, I was at SMT, which stands for Science, Mathematics and Technology. And it was a pretty interesting high school experience.
Wow, I had so much drama.
Yeah, a lot of drama, so much drama. Actually, I didn't know much of the drama until I graduated. Yeah. Because it's not like I would say I wasn't in it, because I had friends that were definitely in the drama, but then myself, I try to stay away. So I didn't know too much about it. But the academics was definitely a lot harder because I did IB, which stands for International Baccalaureate, which basically within the 2 years from end of year 10 till start of year 12, we would study all the content and then we get tested on it in our final exam. So I think that's the difficult part, because before I mentioned that my maths used to be A or A+, the first term of going to QA, it dropped to a B for the first time. I was shocked, my parents were shocked. Yeah. And then the second term, it was a C. Wow. Third term was also a C. And then fourth term, we started going by 1 to 7, and I got a 3 for the first time. That's why
I had to pass?
No. Yeah. Well, I failed, and then I went to Singapore for tutoring for that because I definitely needed more help. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait. So so were you saying that you just went 1 month to Singapore for tutoring, like during
I
the
went 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Whoa,
went
were our
tutoring,
holidays
like-
that long? Oh, it was, because
Yeah.
we had like January, February, December off, was it? In high school, or am
It was
I
like, actually no, 2 months, I guess.
2 months?
Yeah, 2
You
months.
spent your whole summer break.
Yeah, it was like on the weekdays from I think 10 till 2.
Mm,
I would go to maths tutoring,
yeah.
and then the rest of the time I'll just do whatever I want.
Oh, so like half holiday, like visiting fam, but
it was
also,
mainly to get my maths grades up.
wow, it's hilarious. Was that for grade 11?
Yeah, it was for grade 11 and 12.
Wow. Other than maths, do you have any other weaknesses?
A lot. But I won't go into that. But yeah, maths was definitely the struggle in high school,
Yeah.
because even my maths teacher, I did the equivalent of maths B, I guess,
Yeah.
which is standard level in IB terms. And then there's also maths study, which is equivalent to maths A. My teacher actually asked if I wanted to drop down because he was like, oh, you probably only get a 4 in your final exam, which is just a pass. But then my mom obviously was like, no, you're not allowed to. So
Yeah.
I had to persevere.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a 4, I got a 5.
Woo! Celebrate the small wins in life. 4s
Yes.
open doors, and 5s are even more better.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, that's interesting. And so did you get any tuition for like any other subjects?
No, it was mainly just maths, because I think there were so many new concepts.
Yeah.
So you couldn't really study it on your own if you didn't understand the basics. So
Yeah.
I definitely only needed help for maths.
Wow, you're so good. I swear I got tuition, like I started getting tuition from primary school. Had the whole North Shore, the Kumon, like my maths was like, everyone could tell it was really bad at grade 4. So like I was like, wow, Anton, like it was only...
It was only when I went to Ivy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I didn't go to QA, because so many people from my high school, they transitioned to QA, and then I was considering it, but I thought, might suffer too much. Yeah, dude, like I swear I got tutoring for every single subject when I was in grade 11.
Oh.
I got it for French, okay, maybe not for philosophy, I got it for French, I got it for English, I got it for chemistry until I finished it, because I finished like half a year early. And then I did maths as well. Did I say French as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I swear I got it for like every single subject.
That's okay.
So I think...
I wish I did.
No, I needed that kind of help. So, but yeah. So, wow, good to hear. And then when high school was finished and you're thinking about careers, what was kind of floating through your mind vaguely?
I mainly thought of going into business management as a degree, because my grades actually weren't that high. And then business management was pretty simple to get into.
Nice.
And then I was sort of interested in marketing.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, grades not that high, can get into marketing, why not? Yeah. But my parents definitely pushed accounting, because the typical Asian parents, they're like, oh, go do accounting. So I went into business management first. In my first semester, I took intro to accounting, intro to marketing, business law, and intro to business information systems.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try it all out. I'll try accounting out and marketing. I'll do whichever I prefer. And in the end, I actually preferred accounting to marketing, because I didn't really like the theory component of marketing. And accounting was pretty straightforward. It's just numbers, I feel. Yeah.
Not good at maths, but good at accounting.
I mean, because high school maths was a lot of like weird stuff we don't use.
Yeah.
So like accounting plus minus
Yeah.
times divide.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, oh, accounting's cool. So I decided, I'll change to commerce, do accounting. And funnily enough, I also enjoyed intro to business info systems. So I was like, oh, okay, commerce, you can also do double major. So I'll also major in that.
Wow, so you majored in accounting and business information systems.
Yeah.
Wow, we have the exact same degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, except I did Bachelor of Advanced Business.
Yeah.
Which is, it's pretty much the same. Wow, parallel universes. Hello.
Hello.
But we
That's why
never
we're here.
actually had any courses together,
Yeah.
surprisingly. I did all my electives and other fun subjects,
Yeah.
so that's kind of probably why. Okay, oh, and a quick question. So I guess like you were pretty strong in high school until you went to QA. So do you sort of like, looking back, do you think that you would have, you know, stayed at your school before and then lived like the easy, we had this systems called OP where it's like the school will bump up your record and it's like kind of, it's not so, I guess, based on individual performance like the IB is, so it might have led to a supposed easier life?
No, I definitely don't regret it because, like I said, not, everything I have now wouldn't have happened if everything before didn't happen. Because like I said, my grades weren't high for IB, so I got into business management. I actually didn't get into commerce, even though I applied. So that led me to do business management for a whole year. And then when I swapped to commerce in the following year, which was 2019, 2 of the compulsory subjects were taken out.
Oh, yes.
So then I had to do 2 new ones.
Oh.
So I had to stay extra half a year.
Oh, so you lost your transfer of credit.
Yeah. So if I didn't stay the extra half a year, I wouldn't have this job because they weren't hiring in CFO advisory yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, change one thing, change everything. The butterfly effect. So, that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so, what was the whole uni experience for you? Like, how do you like the comparison between like high school and uni? Is like, do you have a preference? It's very
uni
different.
was a breeze. Uni was the easiest time of my life, honestly.
Wow, unbelievable, this girl. Okay, tell me why. Are we talking like...
Like, I feel because in one semester you only take 4 subjects.
Yeah, that's a lot for
4
me.
courses. 4 courses. I mean, I think IB helped with that because 6 subjects dumped into one final exam. So once I went into uni, I was like, oh,
Is
you
that
have
it?
half a year, less than half a year, I guess,
Yeah.
to study just so much content. And you get tested on it, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you also have more social life. Because in high school and before, I didn't really go out with friends a lot because I wasn't allowed to bus alone. So my
Asian parents.
Yes, because I live in a more quieter area, so it's not like Southside where it's buzzing at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I had to get picked up, and my parents had work at 4. So my curfew was 3 o'clock. Yeah, so then after school, all my friends would go out to get dessert in the city, whereas me, I would just be going home. So obviously I got a lot of FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that was hard. But then once I got into uni, I was allowed to bus alone.
Wow, hello.
Yes. Even though when it's like at night, I can't bus alone because...
What's the curfew now, please?
Curfew now, I have no curfew. I drive.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, so then, because I hadn't drive yet in my first year of uni, I got my L's pretty late. So then, yeah, got to bus home. I could do a lot more. So that's why I'm like, oh, uni life, great life. You can go out, meet more friends. Study was not too hard. So, yeah.
So, best 4 years of your life?
Hell yeah.
Wow, agree. But there were times where I seriously struggled, but I would not say it was a breeze.
It's okay. There's one course that I struggled with, which was finance. I did not like finance.
Oh, yeah, that's funny because before this interview, I thought you majored in finance actually.
Oh, good friends.
I know, right? Because, yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. And then, so when you graduated university, what were you sort of... Oh, by the way, you said that before that you had that curfew, so when everyone's eating desserts, you had to stay at home.
Yeah.
Is that how you got into baking?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
That'll go further down.
Further down.
Further down.
Okay, sounds good. So when you graduated with accounting and business information systems, what was the job hunting process like for you?
It was pretty simple, I guess, because this company is the first application.
Yeah, oh wow, easy.
Yeah. It was the first application, and then thought I wasn't gonna get it because I screwed up the video interview.
Oh.
Video interview, actually.
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't, according to my
Yeah.
managers and all that. They're like, "Oh, it's pretty good." I thought I did not get it,
Yeah.
but then turns out I got offered this role, even though I actually didn't apply for this role. I applied for governance risk,
Oh, more like in the ARC.
like internal audit.
Internal audit.
Yeah.
Oh, and accounting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or were you doing, or was it tech risk?
Yeah, I was actually thinking of that as well.
Oh, wow.
But then one of the HR people texted me. They're like, "Oh, do you want to try out CFO advisory or tech risk consulting?"
Really? That
Yeah.
was the option?
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, I wouldn't mind trying out tech risk." But then business information systems isn't really on the tech side. It's more on the business system side, like business procedures.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, even though I did sort of info systems, it's not really relevant. Then I read up on CFO advisory. It's more accounting based. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll have a chance. Because I actually did an internship in
Singapore.
in Singapore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I read up on the LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah, I did an internship in external audit.
Yeah.
So I actually think that's why I was like given the choice
Oh, the CFO.
of CFO advisory.
Oh,
Yeah.
and did you have previous like experience in business information systems?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the external audit internship was my only experience. So yeah, that's all I had to go off.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting because I guess when you're faced with those two options, you sort of lean towards what is familiar. I've tested it, I've sort of tried it, you know what to kind of expect. But tech risk would be like, it'd be risky.
Yeah, it's pretty risky.
Yeah.
Because like I actually applied for around 10 companies before I got offered this job, which isn't
But this was your first application, but they took forever to get back to you, right?
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Like it was like pretty standard times, I guess. But yeah, 10 applications, wouldn't consider it a lot for job applications,
Yeah, no,
honestly.
that's pretty solid, man.
Yeah, so then another company actually asked if I wanted to try out audit instead of consulting, because consulting was definitely a lot harder to get into and they offer less roles.
Yeah.
But I took this job, which I'm glad I did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. A lot of people, they don't really know what CFO advisory is, so please explain.
Well, I'm still learning.
Yes.
She was trying to
You're
figure out
really
what it
new.
is. Yeah. I don't really know, don't have a definition for it.
Yeah.
Because even when I read up on it, I'm like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
understand. But like the stuff I do is, I do a lot of accounting advice, or from my experience so far. It's like maybe a company acquired an equity investment,
Yeah.
and then I would have to read up on the contracts, all the details, and then write how it's going to be accounted for, because like the accounting standards, there's a lot like ASB 137 provisions,
Nice,
ASB like 9 financial instruments and all that.
Yeah.
So I have to read up on all those and apply it to the details in the contract.
Oh, feels very much like law or something.
Sort of, it's like in the sense a lot of reading,
Yeah.
but then it's more like the accounting side. You have to figure out all the numbers,
Yeah. Oh.
whether you expense it
Yeah.
or capitalize. So yeah, that's like one part of it. Or there's the accounting digital side. Like you can do some Excel work and then you just automate some financial statements, rollovers and all that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of cool.
Still trying to figure it out, but
Yeah. So what are you enjoying and what are you not so enjoying?
I can't really say what I don't enjoy. Like all of it's been pretty good so far, because it's all new. Obviously, I haven't done a lot of it to get sick of it, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I quite like digital.
Yeah.
The digital side of stuff.
The info system's coming out.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, there was the Excel stuff, like I mentioned. I love doing Excel.
You do? You need to give me tips.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm starting to enjoy the accounting advice stuff, where you have to write the accounting advice letters. Before, I was like a bit about it because reading, like I said, English isn't my strongest point.
Even though it is your first language.
Yes. Yeah. But then I started getting the hang of it more. So that's the current engagement I'm on.
Yeah.
It's advice, accounting advice.
Oh,
So yeah.
nice. And what's it like rocking up to a meeting as like a little grad? But you haven't, contrary to the title, CFO advisor, you haven't actually met the CFO of any company, have you?
Have I? I think I have.
You have?
Yeah, because sometimes they'll be in the meetings.
Yeah.
Or that. I don't remember because there's quite a lot of
People
in the
stakeholders.
people in the meetings. But yeah, it's like it's not too nerve-wracking or anything.
Yeah.
Because I don't really talk.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just there to take notes.
Yeah, wow. And is it actually like giving advice to the CFO? Is that what like a lot of your team is going like, hey, yo, CFO, like we think we should change?
Not always directly to the CFO.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be talking with the financial controller or whatever. And then they'll bring it back to their company and talk about it.
That's cool because I think like they chose the name CFO advisory because it sounds catchy, right? CFO, ooh, Chief Finance Officer.
Yeah, I actually don't know because like even when I got the text about do you want to try out CFO advisory?
Yeah. What the heck is that?
Yeah, I was like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Should be like financial advisor or something.
Yeah, and then I was like, I read the message. I didn't know who this person was either.
Yeah.
I was like, is this a scam?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's basically what I do, at least what I know what I do so far.
Yeah, yeah. But Anton's super new, so maybe we'll check back in another 6 months and who knows. But yeah, another very interesting thing about Anton is her hobbies.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, let's start with the more mild ones. Let's go baking first. Baking, how did you get into it? You make seriously good cakes.
Thank you.
But you haven't treated me to any, so I'm still waiting. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Baking, it started during lockdown.
Oh wait, that's so recent.
Yeah.
I thought you were like baking through like high school.
No, I made my first cake, I think in first year of lockdown, which was 2020, Christmas time.
Wow,
Yeah.
you've only been baking for like 1.5 years.
Yeah. Like, I saw a video on YouTube that made a Christmas log cake. So I was like, oh, that's cute.
Oh.
So I decided, okay, let me try it. And it turned out pretty good.
On your first shot?
Yeah, for my first cake. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'm getting the hang of baking. So I decided to make more cakes. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos on baking. So yeah, that's how I got into it. I don't really make a lot of different kind of desserts. It's mainly cakes because I like the decorating aspect.
Oh.
Because I'm a very artsy person.
Yeah, which is why I'm kind of surprised you went to SMT, which is why I'm surprised you're doing the role that you're doing.
Yeah.
It feels like so
I'm surprised
contrary.
too. Yeah, because I didn't want to do accounting. I didn't want to do business before. I wanted to do arts or creative related.
You wanted to go to QACI, right?
No, I didn't.
No?
No, because none of my friends were going there.
Wow, following the pack, this girl.
Yes. So that's my baking hobby.
Yeah, and how often do you bake? You have like a really nice Insta with all your cakes and stuff.
Oh, thank you. Follow a.l.desserts.
Yeah, stick your plug.
I don't really bake that much right now because time.
Yeah.
I'm at home. Like once you get off work, you don't really want to clean. Like you bake it. Baking's fast, easy, but all the cleaning.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh.
How long does it take you to make like a nice cake, huh?
Getting the batter ready.
Yeah.
From like without starting to measure and putting it into the oven 25 minutes. And then bake the decorating part depends.
Yeah.
on how complex, I guess, but it doesn't take too long. It's mainly you need to stick it in the fridge, let it like chill
Yeah.
before you take it out, ice it again. Yeah, so that's maybe an hour if it's a bit complicated.
Oh, an hour of decorating.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty good. So probably like maybe like 2 hours in total.
yeah.
Oh, it's pretty good time. Nice. And who eats it? It's one big cake, man.
Yeah. Actually, it's not as big as it looks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
Like I usually make 6-inch rounds, which is this. Sometimes it depends like how tall it is. That's how big. Usually I do it for friends' events.
Yeah, like their birthdays and stuff.
Yeah, like the
Engagement parties or something.
No, I didn't do an engagement party.
Was it a baby shower? That one.
No. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually my cousin's, but I helped decorate.
Yeah.
So I didn't really do any baking for that. Yeah, so yeah, I just mainly like people at the event, or if I'm just practicing, me and my mum, and I bring it to my aunt's who lives like down the street.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And how do your parents feel about the artificial flavors and colours?
Oh, they don't really care.
Really?
Yeah.
My mom should be like, oh my gosh, like don't put artificial colouring in it. I'm like, it's not gonna look good.
I don't really use that much artificial colouring. It's only like the really vibrant stuff. Like even the purple one,
Yeah.
it's ube flavouring.
Oh, okay, so it's
So that's how it's purple.
healthy.
Yeah. It's mainly the reds, like red velvet cakes.
Yeah.
You obviously need
Yeah.
red food colouring. But then the chocolate, you just use chocolate powder. So it's like not too much colouring.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah,
Makes
because
me
my parents don't. My dad doesn't really eat cakes, but like my mum, when she eats cake, she takes off the icing.
Yeah.
So
There goes all your hard work.
yep,
Yeah. And what's your favourite dessert?
dessert cake. I love sponge cake.
Sponge cake?
Yeah.
Any particular flavour, just the classic vanilla?
No, I like red velvet.
Mmm,
And
fancy.
then, that's my favorite, I guess, or maybe chocolate.
Yeah.
Vanilla is like every now and then. It's a bit plain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good, because we don't have much time. And next hobby, why don't you introduce it to yourself?
Oh yeah. So recently, start of this year, I joined aerial silks, or you can call it aerial tissue, which is basically like silks that hang from the ceiling, and then you just climb it, you do tricks, invert, and then I also took on pole dance.
Oh, yes, let's go more.
Yeah, like I actually didn't plan on taking on pole dance because the place I initially went to near my house, they offered aerial silks. So I was like, okay, let me join. And then actually, like a few years ago, my mom asked, do you want to do pole dance? I was like, oh no, I don't.
Conservative Asian mum has a curfew, but gets you to join pole dancing.
She's only conservative on the curfew. She's not conservative.
Oh,
anywhere
okay.
else, honestly. Yeah, surprisingly.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so I was like, oh, I thought about that. Since she mentioned it, maybe I should try it out.
Yeah.
So I tried it out, and I really like both. So I was like, oh, I'll continue then. Yeah, so aerial silks definitely help with a lot of strength because you need to climb and all that. I remember my first 6 weeks, because in a term there's 6 weeks. So my first term, I couldn't even invert, which is like holding the silks and then going upside down.
Oh.
So it's a lot of core strength. I did not have any core strength because I didn't do much sport before.
Yeah.
Like throughout high school, I didn't do any sport because
Oh,
it was QA studying. Yeah, so couldn't do it, but then now I'm able to do it pretty easily. And then, because I actually moved gyms to the city, and then where it's more structured program.
Yeah. But it's like under the same company, huh?
No, it's a different company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't plan on going to the city one.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going to continue. But then the gym I originally went to, they discontinued silks because I think not enough teachers,
people.
like
teachers.
instructors. So I was like, oh, I really want to continue silks. So let me just find somewhere else. And there's one in the city. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll try it out. and I actually really loved it.
Wow.
So I just did pole at the original gym,
Yeah.
and then silks in the city, and then it was a more structured program where like they had like set tricks for each week
Oh,
that
that's
they'll
so
teach.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like you're progressing every week.
Yeah, and then I did so I did one term in the city, and then the following term, which was last term actually, I went up a level.
Oh.
Yeah, which was actually a lot quicker than I was supposed to.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, because usually you have to do 4 terms of beginner level 1. So then I only did 2 terms, technically, including like
You did in half the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. So because I actually enrolled in it thinking it was just continuation, since I wasn't really sure about the enrollment system.
Yeah.
So then my instructor said, "Oh, usually you have to be in it 4
Yeah.
terms." She was like, "Oh, you can try.
Yeah.
If it's a bit too hard, you can move back down."
Yeah.
And then so I tried it out, and she said, "Oh, it's a good level for you."
Oh, that's so
So,
good.
yeah, so I was like, "Oh, okay. I'll just continue." And then the most recent term, I couldn't take it because I had a different pole course I wanted to do.
Oh.
It was like more of a dance version.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I really wanted to take that, so I couldn't do the level 2 silks anymore.
Oh, was it a time clash?
Yeah, it's on the same time.
Oh, sucks.
So I was like, okay, since I can't do it, I'll move back down a level,
Yeah.
which is what I'm currently doing, but it's on a Sunday
Yeah.
instead,
Oh, okay.
because I didn't want to lose all the strength
Yeah.
that I had like after training for
Yeah.
3 times. So then went down a level. It's just getting down the basics.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I do.
That's cool. So you do aerials like once a week and pole twice a week?
Oh no, I do once a week aerials and once a week pole.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. So Sunday is aerials, and then what day is pole?
Pole was Friday, but it was
Friday.
only a 3-week course. Yeah, so then right now, so for the first 3 weeks, I did pole dance.
Yeah.
And then the last 3 weeks, which is last week, this week, and next week, I'm doing floor work, which is no pole, it's just floor routine. Yeah, so that's on a Thursday. So that's tonight, actually.
Ooh, very nice. And so how do you feel about the hot outfits you have to wear for pole?
Love it.
Is it kind of like outside of your comfort zone, or are you like that
No.
conservative Asian?
No, I'm
Or-
not conservative. It's like, I wouldn't wear it out. Because obviously if you didn't know already, like pole, it's just like crop tops and maybe short shorts, because you need a lot of grip on the pole. Otherwise you're going to slide.
Yeah.
Unless you have latex pants, which will grip onto the pole. Yeah, like I did cheerleading before in middle school, so it's really normal to wear like crop tops and like bike pants. So I was kind of used to it. So like it's just in the gym anyways. Yeah, so if it's not like I'm not wearing it out.
Yeah, then it's fine. It's like a performance thing. Yeah. Ta-da. And how does your mum feel when she sees the outfit? She's like, oh, take care.
Yeah. Sorry.
All good. Take your time. Do you want water?
No,
Do
I'm
you have
good.
water? Okay, cool.
She doesn't see.
She doesn't see?
No, but
she doesn't
then-
follow your Insta. Oh dear.
She doesn't have Insta.
Wow, too good. So if she saw your Insta, you think
She'll probably be like, huh? But then,
She's like, is that my daughter?
my mom's like pretty chill, honestly.
Yeah, and how do your friends feel when they first learned about it and when you started, posting on your Insta?
Oh, I got a lot of likes on their story. Likes on the story, and then, I mean, it's just like my close friends anyways that reply.
Yeah, but you get a lot of strangers, no?
No, I'm on private.
Oh.
That's why I mask. No one knows who I am.
Yeah. Wow, and how did you sort of decide to start posting and letting people see that kind of thing? Was that kind of nerve-wracking?
Not really. I'm a very self-confident person.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So, sorry.
All good. Good. Anton recently recovered, so that's why we're doing the pod today.
Yeah.
But Should have had some water. Okay, but we are wrapping up very soon. So last 3 questions. Anton, what's the meaning of life?
I didn't even know. Good question.
Good question. We'll leave it there.
How about you tell me?
Nah, we don't have enough time for that. Or maybe let's end it here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Bye, guys.
See you guys in
Bye.
6 months.
Yeah.